The amount of money the average rich person has in the bank can vary significantly depending on their individual circumstances, financial goals, and investment strategies. Rich is a subjective term, and what one person considers rich, another may not. However, for the sake of discussion, let's consider the concept of the average wealth of affluent individuals. Defining rich, the definition of a rich person can be quite subjective. Some might consider someone rich if they have a high annual income, substantial savings, or a valuable asset portfolio. Others may consider someone rich based on their net worth, which includes all assets, like real estate, investments, and savings, minus all debts. In this discussion, we'll focus on the accumulation of wealth in terms of savings and bank accounts. Income versus wealth. It's important to distinguish between income and wealth. Income represents the money an individual earns regularly, such as through a job, business, or investments. Wealth, on the other hand, is the accumulation of assets, which includes bank account balances, investments, real estate, and other valuables. People can have high incomes without necessarily accumulating significant wealth, especially if they spend most of what they earn. Diversification of wealth. The wealthy typically diversify their assets to reduce risk and maximize returns. While some of their wealth may be in bank accounts, they often invest in assets like stocks, bonds, real estate, and businesses. Bank accounts typically offer lower returns compared to investments like stocks, so having a substantial portion of wealth in a bank account might not be the most financially efficient strategy for growing wealth. Emergency funds. Even the wealthy often maintain a portion of their wealth in bank accounts for liquidity and safety. This portion is usually considered an emergency fund, which can cover unforeseen expenses or investments. The size of this fund can vary based on personal circumstances, but it's typically recommended to cover 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses. Wealth disparities. Wealth distribution is not equal, and the average amount in a rich person's bank account can vary widely depending on factors such as geography, industry, and personal financial habits. The average bank account balance of a rich person in one part of the world may be significantly different from another. Additionally, the concept of what's considered rich varies greatly across countries and cultures. Financial goals. Rich individuals have different financial goals. Some prioritize wealth preservation and income generation, while others are more focused on long-term capital appreciation. These goals can impact how much they keep in bank accounts. For example, someone with a more conservative approach might keep a higher percentage in cash, while someone with a growth-focused strategy may allocate more to investments. Wealth management. Many wealthy individuals work with financial advisors and wealth managers who help them create a diversified portfolio that includes bank accounts, investments, and other assets. The allocation to bank accounts is often part of a larger strategy designed to achieve specific financial objectives. Continual investment. It's important to note that rich individuals often focus on continually growing their wealth through investments and asset management. They are less likely to let substantial amounts of money sit idle in low-interest bank accounts, as it's considered a missed opportunity for growth. The amount of money the average rich person has in the bank varies widely depending on their personal financial goals, investment strategies, and financial circumstances. While some may have a significant portion of their wealth in bank accounts for liquidity and emergencies, they are likely to diversify their assets into various investment opportunities to maximize returns and achieve their financial objectives. Growing your savings in a bank is an essential step towards achieving your financial goals, whether it's building an emergency fund, saving for a major purchase, or investing for the future. Here are some steps and strategies to help you get started on the path to growing your savings in your bank. Set clear goals. Before you begin, it's crucial to define your savings goals. Knowing what you're saving for will help you determine how much you need to save and over what period. Common goals include an emergency fund, a down payment for a home, retirement, education, or a vacation. Create a budget. To save money, you need to know where your money is going. Start by creating a budget that outlines your income and expenses. This will help you identify areas where you can cut back and allocate more money to savings. Pay yourself first. Make savings a non-negotiable part of your budget by treating it as an expense. Automate your savings by setting up automatic transfers from your checking account to your savings account. This pay yourself first approach ensures that you save before you have a chance to spend. Build an emergency fund. Before focusing on other savings goals, it's essential to establish an emergency fund. Aim to save at least 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses. This fund provides a safety net in case of unexpected expenses or job loss. Open a high-yield savings account. Choose a savings account that offers a competitive interest rate. High-yield savings accounts typically provide better returns compared to standard savings accounts, helping your money grow faster. Compare the interest rates and fees at different banks to find the best option. Track your progress. Regularly monitor your savings progress. This can help you stay motivated and make adjustments to your budget or savings goals as needed. Many banks provide online tools to track your savings and set goals. Reduce unnecessary expenses. Cut back on non-essential expenses to free up more money for savings. This might involve dining out less, canceling unused subscriptions, or finding more cost-effective alternatives for your daily expenses. Increase your income. Consider finding ways to increase your income, such as taking on a part-time job, freelancing, or selling items you no longer need. The extra income can be directed towards your savings goals. Minimize debt. High-interest debt can eat into your savings. Prioritize paying off high-interest debts, such as credit card balances, to reduce the financial burden and free up more money for savings. Save windfalls and bonuses. Whenever you receive unexpected money, like tax refunds, work bonuses, or gifts, consider saving a portion of it. This can give your savings a significant boost. Review and adjust. Periodically review your savings strategy to ensure you are on track to meet your goals. Adjust your savings rate and strategies as your financial situation and goals change. Growing your savings in a bank requires discipline, patience, and a well-defined plan. By following these steps and maintaining a consistent savings habit, you can make steady progress toward your financial objectives and secure your financial future. Online banks, also known as internet banks or digital banks, have gained significant popularity in recent years due to their convenience, competitive offerings, and the digitalization of financial services. These financial institutions operate solely through digital channels, such as websites, mobile apps, and online customer support, without traditional brick-and-mortar branches. In this discussion, we will explore the key features, advantages, disadvantages, and considerations associated with online banks. Key features of online banks. Digital-only presence. Online banks do not have physical branches, which means customers conduct all their banking transactions and interactions online, through websites and mobile apps. Lower operating costs. The absence of physical branches allows online banks to save on operating costs, and many pass these savings on to customers in the form of higher interest rates, lower fees, and competitive loan rates. 24/7 accessibility. Online banks provide round-the-clock access to accounts and customer support. This convenience is particularly appealing for people who prefer to manage their finances at any time. Mobile banking. Most online banks offer feature-rich mobile apps that enable customers to deposit checks, pay bills, transfer money, and monitor account activity from their smartphones. Higher interest rates. Online banks often offer more competitive interest rates on savings accounts and certificates of deposit, CDs, compared to traditional banks. Lower fees. Many online banks have fee structures that are more customer-friendly. They may have minimal or no monthly maintenance fees, and they often reimburse ATM fees or have a network of fee-free ATMs. See you in Part 2. Thanks for watching.